Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel. And if anything within this resonates with you, I'd love to see any comments or for you to like these videos. But also you can book your own personalised reading as well. So my details are down in the description box. You can either book a full personalised reading, or you can just ask 1 or 2 questions as well. I do ones that where I can actually get back to you a lot quicker with those ones too. So those are available to you if you would like. So if you're here today, it's possible that there's things within this reading that will resonate with you, that you need to hear. And how I am doing these readings today is with the archetype cards. So what I tend to do is to pick 4 of these cards that just represents an aspect of your personality. So you'll know it's you by the things that I say and what's pulled out there. If it doesn't sound like you, but it sounds like somebody that you're interested in, then stick around because there may be information again within it if you're inquiring about a person that's on your mind at this time. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's see what we have for you today. So let's just get the first 4 cards coming out. We also have runes and tarot and the tea leaf cards as well, with specific information on there too for you. Whoa, what's going on here? Didn't like that. Okay, this could take a little while. So let's just see if anything's going to fly out or if I'm going to have to actually... I'd love to know, how do people feel about that? I've watched other readers and they seem to take a long time shuffling. And most of the video is taken up with that. Do you like that? Do you enjoy the shuffling bit, or would you rather that we perhaps did that off camera beforehand? Let's see if we can get anything else. So there's 3 that are falling out now. Let's just get 1 more, not the whole pack. You know, when things kind of like, maybe that's something within this reading, you know, when it's like, oh, just go a little bit further, and you go too far. Yeah, I had one of them. I'll just push the boundary a little bit further and then you go completely over the top. Right, we do have 4 there. I did see Samaritan on there though that I just put away. So that could be an aspect of you. Maybe you try and be of service to other people, try and help other people, especially younger people, I'm feeling. No, I've never seen this one before. A dilettante. I feel really thick now. Probably should know what that means. If you know what that means, then well done you. Please do put it down in the description box. So, delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. I was reading something about this before, about people that offer yoga sessions for donations versus people that are doing it as a business. So it's like where it comes from the heart, and you know, the difference between people just willingly going along to one that they can just donate to, and then people that, you know, are paying for a subscription or something that they go to each time. Let me know, what do you feel about that? If somebody said like this is a donation thing, how do you feel about that? Would you prefer to have to pay a donation? Would you be like putting a penny in there rather than like, you know, a £5 note or something? Or would you be honourable and go, yeah, I'll pay you what I think you're worth, that kind of thing? So I do feel that this is someone that kind of you delight in sort of knowing things and offering things. But sometimes maybe you can feel resentful of others because you give far too much of yourself at not receiving back what you really wanted. So it's kind of like, you know, are you doing things from a superficial place, or are you doing them because they're fully from your heart? If that makes sense. Oh, we've actually got more than that. I didn't realise. We've got child magical. So seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. So the child magical could be somebody that actually, I do feel you find yourself, it's difficult to be around people sometimes. You can feel a little bit down or detached from other people because of your sense of magic. You know, you see the beauty in everything this person does. If this isn't you, this might be somebody else that you know of. This person may be, if it's you as well, you may find that people get irritated by the fact that you see a potential in everything, like nothing is impossible. It's a bit like that Alice in Wonderland, isn't it, where it's like, you know, name 6 impossible things before breakfast. you're the kind of person that wouldn't see anything really as impossible. You're sort of like, it's doable, it's worth trying, it's worth going for it. And I do see you as somebody that kind of sits imagining things a lot. Like you have a really vivid imagination, you're able to, and you kind of maybe pull yourself out of a depressive state through having this really sort of like positive outlook on things. You're one of those positive people that some people might find a little bit annoying, a little bit irritating to be around. And that's interesting because on the other side of the coin, we've got the destroyer and the gambler. So I do feel you're the kind of person that you have like an entrepreneurial idea or something, you run with it because you've got all these ideas, you've got these sort of ambitions, but then there's some element of self-sabotage that goes on. Like you don't know how to stick with something long term. There is always this tendency to kind of like, if there was something to commit to, you drive it for a little while, but then it kind of all goes to shit, basically. I don't feel like, it says here, the shadow attributes, destroying others' dreams or potential. I feel like sometimes you feel like that's you. So like if somebody wants to collaborate with you or do something with you, there's a fear within you that you're going to ruin it for people. Not that you are, but that's your fear within you. And I feel like that could actually be in relationships as well. There's a fear that you're going to ruin things, or that you're going to be discovered for not really being, what is it, imposter syndrome, isn't it? Not really being who you truly say you are, or who people perceive you to be. That's what I feel from that one. And the gambler, that willingness to follow intuition even when the others doubt you. So that kind of goes with the magical child in a way. It's sort of like you've got this like happy-go-lucky, the fool kind of energy about you. You have a tendency to be reckless sometimes, and I think you regret sometimes choices that you make because of that. And then, but you always find a way out of things. It's like you are generally quite a lucky person. Like even if the worst kind of thing happened to you, somehow you'd scrape by, you'd manage to pull yourself out of it and turn things around. You're a very, very lucky person. You do have luck on your side, and I feel a lot of that is because you've got this energy about you that just sees the beauty in everything. You sort of like, nothing's a real problem, nothing's a real issue. You don't let things really destroy you or get to you, okay? Even though this says the destroyer, you do have that ability to sort of, because other people don't really see the world the way that you do, I feel, or you don't think that they do. And when you try and explain your world to other people, they kind of think that you're just too positive and you're not realistic. That's the word, is that I don't think people see you as very realistic. And that can be a struggle for you to form strong bonds with people, and for people to take you seriously as well, is what I'm feeling from that. Oh, we had another one there. I mean, I don't know where that one came from, but it's important, obviously, because it was on the floor there. So this is gossip. I do feel you have a tendency to believe that people are talking about you behind your back. Like you maybe have a little bit of a negative thought about other people and what they think of you, what their feelings are towards you, without really any fact on that. There's an energy of like, maybe you want to trust people, but sometimes you feel like people are talking about you behind your back, or people don't have your best interests at heart. So there's an element of something about betraying of confidences and you being betrayed. So you may find that you kind of subconsciously gravitate towards people that are going to betray you in some kind of way, almost to reinforce. It's like that self-fulfilling prophecy, isn't it? So that's what I'm getting from there. Let's see what this actual reading is kind of about. Or happiness. So I do feel there's potentially somebody here at the moment that is trying to access that happiness. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit down at the moment, a little bit low. You want to know like what is next in your life. Okay, we've got marriage card. This came out the other day as well. Now that doesn't always necessarily mean marriage in a union, a sacred union with another person. This could actually be a marriage in terms of signing a contract for work, you know, some kind of new venture that you're going into. It's basically about signing of contracts. For some of you though, it could be about love, it could be about something on that. Let me just get another one actually, because if it is, okay, yeah, it's more about signing of contracts. This is what the wealth is coming up as. So this is more about an energy of you working towards a job proposal, that kind of thing, okay? So let's have a look at the T cards. So what's happening for you at this time in your life? Recognition and reward for merit. So you've been working quite hard at the moment on what you have been doing. You've been polishing your skills, I feel, or just recognizing what you have going for you in your basket, okay? All of the skills that you've got. I think you've just started to realize, like, I've done this course and I've done that course and I've got this skill, I've got that skill, and you're only just recognizing, actually, I've got a shitload of stuff here that I could do something with, but I'm not doing anything with at the moment. And that's where your wealth lies, is within that. Now it's saying here, there may be an opportunity that's arrived for you and you're unsure about it. Maybe there's some doubts around whether it's genuine. And the claw is saying, be careful, do not take risks. So there's something that you might be thinking about. Just make sure you've got all of the facts before you sign anything. Don't exchange any money at this time to do with any propositions, because it doesn't feel like everything around you is genuine. And this could be a test for you to see if you are honouring yourself enough to make sure that what you're entering into is a good deal, is something good for you. It's saying here, the fly, a period of ill health or depression, and the staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Now, for some of you, I don't feel like this is ill health in terms of like you're chronic bedridden or anything like that. It's more a mental health, I feel. It's more you feeling quite low at the moment, feeling down perhaps, almost like you've got ambitions, you've got ideas, you've got things going on, but you're not quite reaching it at the moment. Now, it's interesting, I'm wearing all yellow today. I don't know why I'm wearing all yellow today. It's just what I could reach. Now, that is accessing our solar plexus. So this is the seat of your power, your confidence. It's kind of like the energy of your identity and you being able to show yourself fully to the world. But there's also a connection here to your sacral center, which is about your creative energy. It's your passion. And I feel for some of you, there is a holding back, especially for some of you to do with family. Now that could be you're a parent yourself and perhaps you feel held back by being in the family way, and that's kind of keeping your hands tied on what you want to work on with your ambition. There is an element of that, I do feel. But this is asking you to actually lean on those around you that you know have your back, that can help you, okay? You need to show more that you aren't quite right, that you're not fully stable on your own. You need some help and you need some support. And you will find the ones that truly have your back, they will be there, okay? They want to be there. It says with staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. You do have those people around you. You just have to sometimes ask for that help, okay? And then butterfly, a change for the better. So it could be that you need right now a break before you start to really see things taking off. And it's almost like in having that break, that's where all the magic happens. You need to access that magical child within you again. You know, start seeing everything within its beauty again like you used to, because I feel like you're kind of losing that a little bit. Older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. So an older man could be significant to you at the moment in your life. You know, there could be somebody that's maybe, this could be your partner. It could be your uncle or your dad or somebody that's significant around you that you are dealing with in terms of this. I don't feel this is a romantic thing, but I am just going to double check on that one. So who is this dealing with an older man? It's about a job. It's about work. And this person, I feel maybe you are going into this contract with this person. But it's saying somebody will gossip about all your secrets. So just being aware, and that's one of your fears, isn't it? That that gossip card came out. So there's a fear there around what people are saying about you, what people are thinking about you. This is about standing in your power, standing your ground. You're always going to get people that aren't going to really like you. You're always going to get people that are going to feel like they want to knock you down a peg or two, but you can't let them. You've got to keep being you, keep moving forward in the way that you want to go, because you've got something important, a new job. You've got something that is really going to be an opportunity arising very, very soon, okay? It's almost like all of those things you've got in the basket there, you're ready to bag them up and start distributing them, okay? And that's what's bringing you that wealth. Honour and respect will come to you. So this is about right now how you handle situations, especially with this older man. How you handle a situation is what's going to really show your potential here. Now, if you don't handle it well and you sort of are showing that you can't deal with things, they're not going to want to go into business with you. They're not going to want to be part of that with you. But if you can show actually in the face of adversity, in the face of people, you know, naysaying me or gossiping about me, at the end of the day, if they haven't got the courage or the guts to come to your face and say what they've got to say, who the hell are they to you, really? You know, just let them carry on. What does it really mean? Okay, let's see what else we have for you at this time. Sunrise, and new creative ideas, new ventures and a fresh start. And now we've got a younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. Now for some of you, this is actually to do with your daughter. I feel like you have a daughter and there is potentially something going on in your family at the moment that she isn't really resonating with or happy with, or she's not understanding the situation with you. And you may be finding it difficult to kind of get on and do what you need to do business-wise and deal with your daughter as well. So there may be an element of needing to set boundaries here, or stating things very, very clearly to this person. But you do have sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures and a fresh start. So there's things that are coming up for you. There is opportunities on their way, on the horizon. You're on a downer right now, but it's not going to stay that way. Very, very soon, things are going to turn a corner and really change for you, okay? So, when is this all going to happen? So, when is this taking place? Let's see. June, we keep getting this. So, if you've been watching my videos for a little while, I do believe this is for you. And you keep hearing it here. June is literally next week. So, you know, I feel that you have been protected here and you're being watched divinely, if you like. And it's all the little things that you've been doing, you know, little random acts of kindness, because you have been, the thoughts that you've been sending out, the prayers you've been sending out, you know, the extra. I feel like some of you may be healers, like maybe do Reiki or something like that. And you've been sending things to people. You know, you've been doing a lot of work in the background, and that honour and respect is coming, okay? And June is when things are going to really start to take off for you, okay? It might feel like things start off small at first, but it will pick up. It will get even more than that, okay? Some of you have only just realised what your actual abilities are, or you're just starting to, through this downer that you've been on, through this kind of feeling of not feeling so great, it's actually helped you to understand a lot more about yourself and your gifts. Yeah, Daggers is like that sunrise. It's the dawn of a new day, a new chapter. Things are really going to change for you. You just can't see it yet because you're watching the sunset. But in between the sunset and the sunrise, that is where the magic is going to happen. And that is through you having rest. So right now is a time for you to rest, because the magic is about to happen. There's been some illusion, I'd say, over the past maybe couple of years. An illusion about your life and about the people in your life and the things that you want to achieve, where you want to go, what you want to do. And that illusion's kind of been broken now. And it's because of that, things have been starting to accelerate at quite a fast pace. You're starting to see you might be seeing more and more about things that you're interested in, you know, like courses here, there and the other, or people having conversations, or just seeing videos on YouTube that are relating to it. And it's causing a change in direction for you. You're starting out on a new journey, a new venture. And I can see it's like somebody packing that horse up ready to go on this journey. You've chosen the direction and you're ready to take responsibility for yourself. It's almost like you've decided nobody can do this for me, I have to do this for myself. And actually you're starting to access that magical divine child again within you, which is finding the beauty in things around you. I saw 3 fledgling magpies today. Their parents have been sort of like just trying to get them to move on, and sometimes where something else has been feeding you, something else has been nurturing you, it doesn't help you to really stand on your own 2 feet. It doesn't help you to really grow. So as soon as that says, right, I'm not gonna actually help you anymore, you need to help yourself. And that's like not saying I don't love you anymore, but it's more saying, you know, this is being cruel to be kind, because with me not in the picture means you will have to do this for yourself. And I feel for some of you that's kind of where you've come to, is perhaps you've been relying on somebody else in your life a little bit too much. Maybe you've been a bit too leaning into them for some form of support here, but realizing actually that's been holding you back from this new venture, from you really standing on your own 2 feet. Yeah, there was a point where it was comfortable, but now it's become a little bit uncomfortable, and it's time for movement. It's time for you to really get your journey going. Let's see. Yeah, and there is something about family on here. I don't know if perhaps in some respects for some of you, your family don't really understand your decisions. They don't know why you're doing what you're doing, but they are behind you. They will back you up, yeah? You also have energy around you of loved ones that are guiding you in spirit. You may see signs of that. You may have found objects and things that remind you of somebody that's passed that means a lot to you. I can see something, it's like a pocket watch almost, or a whiskey bottle or something like that, or like a box that's containing a lot of things in there that's reminding you of a particular person and just making you feel like, you know, you want to do more, you want to see more. I feel you are about to embark on some kind of journey here, whether that is going traveling or whether that is just an inner journey. But there's definitely something about there being a contract signed to do with that, which is amazing. So let's get into the tarot cards and see what we have here for you. What do we have? Strength. So you're going to need the strength and the courage. You're going to have to be brave here. You are, like we say, going through this healing process at this time, and that's leaving you feeling a little bit vulnerable. You're starting to acknowledge parts of yourself that I don't think you realised actually were hurting. There's pain from the past that you're dealing with that, because you're spending time by yourself now in this healing process, it's really started to come out, like, what is this all about? And it's like a vicious cycle that you feel like you're in at the moment. It's like one day you feel like, oh yeah, I'm feeling good about this now, and then the next day you're just really not. Just keep going with the energy on that one. It will in time get better. It will in time improve. You will start to see that sunrise, that light at the end of the tunnel, that daggers energy, but it is going to take time. So what challenges have you got at the moment? Let's see about this older man. So this older man, what is he talking about? What does he want? What does this older man want with you? Maybe you're the older man. If you consider yourself to be an older man, then it could be you yourself. Wow. So this older man, is somebody that's a successful leader, and they want to have balance here, and there's a lot of love there actually from what I can see. It's almost like you've attracted this into your life. Now for some of you, I feel like if you are the older man, this is you feeling like you're standing in your power right now. You've found balance, especially in your finances, and you're trying to attract your Empress. This is somebody very nurturing. There's unconditional love there. Now, if you're the feminine here, I do feel this is more that a man that you're attracting that is interested, like you're the Empress here, and this person is standing in their power, they're successful, they're charismatic, they've got a lot about them, and they want something balanced with you. They want to have that balance with you. So choose which collective you are, because I feel like there's more than one in here. But you, whoever the feminine is in this, has attracted this towards themselves. It's almost like, you know, this duo is kind of like, didn't feel like it was right at the time, but this older man has kind of like never really gone away. It's almost like it's never really left. It's always been in the background somewhere. And they want something with you that's balanced, an exchange. Okay, let's see what we have for that younger woman. I said before, yeah, there's something about not being able to let go of something from the past. So it could be to do with, again, finances and a decision that you've made to kind of walk away from something. This person feels like that's a bad idea, but they're thinking about it from their point of view, not yours, okay? Because I feel somebody here is ready to say, do you know what, just don't worry about the money. Don't worry, just forget about it. Because you want to kind of move away here. You're looking at the future on a longer term. But something about this is keeping you held and locked in when you want to move away from it, because actually mentally it's breaking you down. It's causing you a lot of problems. I do sense there's a feeling that somebody in your family is discussing things with somebody else that you're trying to move away from, that you're trying to walk away from. It's almost like you feel trapped, like you can't walk away from this. Yet you are making those plans to do exactly that. You're drawing up your plans for your travels, for your plans, for your adventure and what you want. And in doing that, I do feel like that's what this drawing up of a contract is with somebody else, is so that you can fully say, I'm doing this now, so I can't put any more energy into this. And actually, it feels like it could actually be a very lucrative decision that you're making, even though it's a difficult decision. And again, we've got that strength card there. You've thought about this a lot, and you're in this healing process because this has been painful for you. But now you've made that decision of like, I have to do this. I have to be brave. I have to be courageous because I know it's the right decision for me. Okay. Let's see what other information we have on there. Oh, okay, so the Four of Wands. So yeah, there's celebration here. There's freedom. If this is what this card is about for you, is freedom. It can also signify marriage, but like I say, I don't feel like this is about love. I feel like this is more about you breaking the chain of something else and heading into another contract that's actually better for you. It's free. Freedom is the word for you at this time. You at the moment, you're in a mental prison, and I do feel as well you're in some kind of financial prison. And this is what is going to bring you back out. Now, again, I've picked this up in another reading before. This has been an advancement that's been coming from around April time. April, so May, June. So about like maybe a month and a bit. Yeah, something like that. That this has been on your mind, but now you're ready to make that move. Yeah, you've been, the enlightenment probably happened around April sort of time, and you've been made aware, the illusion's been broken, and you are ready to take responsibility for yourself to change that direction. And the Athala is just kind of like, it's really going to bring you a lot more abundance in terms of like inheritance and stuff as well. breaking karmic cycles, that kind of thing. So what other information do we have for you? Yeah, definitely. So we've got the Devil in reverse and the High Priestess. So it's you've been breaking those chains. You're freeing yourself. Everything about this is freedom, freedom, freedom. You are freeing yourself from something that's been holding you back. And it's through that realization you're intuitively guided and knowing it's only really the money that's been holding you back, that's been stopping you from moving forward in the first place. So part of you working with your solar plexus is accessing your ego needs and realizing, actually, is that really that important? So I'll take you back to the beginning of the reading when I was saying about, you know, in India where they were doing yoga and saying, you know, the one class they were doing is just donations and the other one was a subscription thing. The one with donations, it was better because they didn't feel the pressure of having to take payment and things like that. And actually they were getting paid because people wanted to offer their love. Where was it? At Six of Pentacles, yeah? There's something here within your energy, whether you're the masculine here or whether you're the Empress female here, there's something that wants to give you a balance in giving and receiving, and you've recognized that. But in order to achieve that, you have to let go of what you thought was bringing you financial freedom. Or, well, actually, no, what was holding you back financially, what was keeping you chained financially. You've got to free yourself from that and letting go of it. You know that that is what needs to happen. So it may mean that you feel like, oh, I'm going to lose out on a lot of money here, but actually you're not. Let's go a little bit more into this. So yeah, it's difficult. It's really difficult, and it's taken you a lot to come around to this idea. It's not an easy decision to make, and it hurts to make that kind of decision, but it's also unburdening you. The thought of it is like, oh, I don't have that stress over me anymore, just to let go of it. So what happens when you do? Transition. Move into calmer waters, more peace. So what is the outcome when you let go of that financial tie? King of Cups just tried to jump out, so that's emotional fulfillment. Love, support, encouragement. Do you feel there is a link here to a relationship? Okay, so we've got the Ace of Cups on here, so it's actually leading to a new beginning. Again, this is love, trust, commitment, and the King of Pentacles on the bottom as well. So by letting go of what is holding you back financially at the moment, or what you're waiting for something financially on, to let go of that completely is actually going to bring you into more stability, financially and otherwise. Yeah, it allows you to actually hone in on your skills and to manifest even more, okay? You have a lot going for you. And I do see you kind of bringing things together. It's interesting because we've got the Magician and the Strength card that both have the Lemniscat, that figure of 8 infinity symbol, okay? So it's almost like, you know, what goes around comes around, and in you kind of letting go of this, it's bringing you a greater sense of power, because it's the ability to detach. When we have the ability to detach from objects and things like that, we have learned the ultimate detachment, okay? When we start to realise, actually, this isn't that important. It's not fulfilling me, and I can't take it with me. But it's not the end of the line. It's not the only option that you have to be financially free. That's what you needed to hear today. So I'm going to leave that reading here for you. If that resonates with you and you want to go deeper into this, because it would be interesting to know how this is going to play out and exactly how you could go about, you know, releasing this, then please do get in touch. My details are down in the description box, and I will speak to you again very soon. Have a blessed day.